Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown and a warm welcome to the HowToCameron channel, and today I have an amazing story time video for you guys. You guys have seemed to very much enjoy these types of videos, and I would like to say thank you for watching them and thank you for giving them a little bit of a chance. Before today's video starts, leave me a like on this video if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel if you're new today. Today I'm going to be talking about something which relates to my last story video, making money through interesting means. I used to resell stuff on eBay, and it's pretty insane some of the stuff that I resold for a profit. And I want to talk about two ways that I used to make money off eBay. Someone wanted me to make a video talking about how I used to make money, because even though I didn't make that much money, I think the methods that I went through to make money taught me a lot. Okay, I feel like I'm very smart just because of how I tried to make money and all the mistakes I made. You know, you learn from your own mistakes. So I used to resell items on eBay. Now I did two things mostly to make money off eBay. One of them is borderline illegal and the other one is borderline illegal and immoral. And it involves the death of a lot of animals. If you're an animal rights activist, guys, don't get triggered at me. I'm a vegetarian, so it balances everything out. I can legally commit bestiality because I'm a vegetarian. It's balanced out, god dang it. No, on a serious note, you guys are probably going to see me as a different person because the stuff I did, oh my god, the things I did to make money were real rough, and it messed up, and it messed up big time. Okay, that's all I'm saying. It involves aquarium fish. You guys are going to be excited to listen to that story, but first, let me talk about the boring story. I used to do drop shipping, and it actually ties in with both of the stories I'm going to be talking about, but drop shipping is legal, kind of. Pretty much what you do is you find a product on Amazon, so for example FIFA 19, and you sell it on eBay without actually having the product yourself. You sell it on eBay for a higher cost to create a profit margin. Now the thing is, you do have to pay PayPal fees and also eBay fees. So what I used to do is I used to go on this website called Final Fee Calculator. I put in the price of the product on Amazon as my item cost, and then I simply came up with a cost that I could charge to potential buyers to make a profit. And it pretty much tells you how much profit you make. Through drop shipping, you spend no money on shipping. You don't have to store anything. All you have to do is wait until someone buys what you are selling, even though you don't own it, and you buy it off Amazon for them and send it to their address. It works, but you don't make that much money, and it's hard to get sales, and it is immoral. Like, you can mess up very easily, because what Amazon occasionally do is you get, say, a game through the post, and you'll get an invoice, and it'll say, oh yeah, this game was £17.89, but the person who bought it off you probably bought it for, say, £25, you know, so you made a profit. They're obviously going to get a bit angry if they spent, you know, 25 quid on a game that actually doesn't even cost 18 quid. And that's mainly the risk. But a lot of people who buy stuff on eBay, especially when the product is a lot more expensive on eBay than, say, Amazon, because you're drop shipping it, you know, they don't care to actually check the price of it on other websites. And that proves that they're quite dumb. So chances are they probably won't even notice the potential invoice in the package that they received. But I used to do that a lot. And it made me a bit of money, but the problem is it's a massive investment. Sometimes you get, you know, instantly paid for selling items, other times you don't. And the problem is with dropshipping is there's a lot of money involved. To make £2 profit, you need to be selling an item that's worth 20 quid. What I mean by this is if you want to make, say, 10 quid, you literally have to spend like 100 quid on items. So you need to sell 100 quid worth of items, which is obviously a lot. And dropshipping is also quite dangerous because if the person doesn't like the game or it arrives damaged, it's not fun at that point because they have to send it back to you and then you have to send it back to Amazon. It's really inconvenient. Dropshipping is really easy, but it's just not fair. What I used to do though was worse. I wanted to make more money and I was a greedy boy. I was a greedy big boy. And instead of buying games new, I used to do it with games mostly, I bought the games secondhand in like new and very good condition. So for games specifically and DVDs, whatever, pretty much new means sealed. It's never been opened. Like new means you would perceive it as like new, but it isn't. And that allowed me to take advantage of that. I literally would sell something on eBay, you know, a new copy of Far Cry 4. And once it's sold, I bought a like new copy off Amazon and sent it to their house. I did this about 5 times and I got caught one time and it flipping sucked. An invoice was sent to someone, they read it and they said, oh, this is a used game. And I got reported and I lost literally 15 quid. So the 4 copies I sold of Far Cry 4, I believe, you know, I made profit on 3 of them. I think I made £12 out the 3 copies. I lost, and £3 extra because the last person found out. And it's against eBay's terms of service, I'm sure it is. So I gave up with the game market. This is the thing, right, with dropshipping. Everyone does it with games. Games are one of the easiest things to dropship because if they send it back to you and you have to send it back to Amazon, you can send it as a large letter. And pretty much that means shipping is only like 80p. As opposed to, say, a different item. So, for example, if you did it with shoes, if you had to send it back to Amazon, you would have to send it in a box. And whatever you spend to send back to Amazon, you know, you're wasting your money. That's just money lost. So if you have to send a box that costs £4.50 to ship, for example, it's obviously not as efficient as just having a game which you can ship for 70p or 80p or whatever. With dropshipping, you couldn't get away with much, you know. If a game costs £10 on Amazon, chances are you would sell it on eBay for 14 quid and make £1 profit. You can't sell it for any more because it's suspicious to the buyer. They'll research the price of it and they'll realize that they're getting ripped off on eBay. And because there were so many people trying to sell the same game, trying to dropship it, there was so much competition. So profit margin was very, very low. What I decided to do was jump into a niche market, something that had never been dropshipped before. Fish. Live fish. I don't know what went through my mind, but flipping heck was this bad. Okay, this is the worst thing I've done in my life. Okay, I want to mention I've not done anything this bad. I've not told anyone about this story besides like one person, and the one person I told thought I was lying because it's that ridiculous. So believe it or not, you can buy live fish from the web. So pretty much what I did is I found this website, and you can buy fish off eBay, you can buy fish off other independent websites. The thing is with eBay is there's no competition, and it seems like the market for people buying live fish is very, very high. Now, when it comes to fish, I used to have fish, I don't, they all died, lol, haha. You know, I used to have fish, and I used to be quite interested in fish. And I always used to look at live fish because that just turned me on, you know. I was sexually attracted to fish, guys. No one judge me. Thank you very much. I found this website where you could buy like live goldfish, and it would say that the size of the fish would be like, say, 3 inches to 4 inches. Now, the thing is when it comes to fish is that if you buy a fish that's 3 inches long, it's probably 1/8 of the price of something that's 5 inches long. So what I did is I lied. I found this website where you can buy fish, and I did the dropshipping thing. So I sold the fish on eBay, as in I owned them when I didn't. And when they sold, I gave the address to the independent fisher, and they sent it to the person. Now, I got very ambitious very quickly because it worked. It actually worked. I think I did it successfully about 5 times. I did it specifically with ranchu fish. Guys, I know I'm giving you guys a great insight here. To be fair, I really shouldn't be talking about this because this will actually get me put in prison probably, but it's been a good run. That's all I can say, you know. On the website, it said 2 to 3 inches, and I would sell them on eBay for 4 inches. And you know what? A lot of people who bought the fish off me didn't even check the size. How are they going to measure the size of a fish? Like, a lot of people who were buying these fish off eBay were not pros. They were novices. And you may be thinking to yourself, Cameron, they're live fish. This is not a big deal. Are you ready to hear how much they cost? Right. I used to sell 3 fish at a time. So for 3 ranchu fish that were 2 inches, actually, on the website it said they were 2 to 3 inches. For 3 of them, it costed, I think, £10 plus £15 shipping. I sold 3 of them as 4-inch fish, even though they were 2 to 3 inches. Most of them were way, way closer to 2, if not below 2. And the reason why I know this is because I did get some buyers who were like, these fish are really small, what the flip's wrong with you? But they couldn't really send it back because of shipping costs. To ship live fish, it's about 15 to 20 quid. So obviously returns are not viable. And that's why I made so much money off this. I didn't even make that much. I made like £100 profit probably out of fish. But when you hear the story that I'm going to tell, it's really crazy. Oh my god, this is horrendous. Okay, this is terrible. So I used to sell these fish, and obviously the buyers would get angry, but you know, fish grow, and they kind of got over it. A lot of them did. And after talking to the buyers a lot, I literally said to one of them, just give it a month and it'll be that size. And by my luck, he believed that in a month it grew to the size advertised. Okay, fantastic. I also said to one buyer that they shrunk in the post, and they believed it. I can't believe it. But one time I got really ambitious, okay, and pretty much, so, you know, for the fish, it was like £25, £30, including postage for 3 fish. And I was selling them for like 60 quid. People were spending 60 quid, £20 in postage, £40 for 3 fish that are this big. Unironically, the size of my dick, guys. This is the size of my dick. It's really small. I'm joking, by the way. Please, no one actually believe that. I need to get them laid. What the hell? So I sold a lot of these fish and literally 60 quid. It was terrible. I made a crazy transaction. I sold 30 pond fish at once, little kois, and I literally bought them off this website for like, I think it was 60 quid and sold them for 140. Now, this is the thing though, I was reported for drop shipping. Someone found out that I was drop shipping and they got really angry and they said that I lied about the size of the product, which I 100% did. Now, I made a massive transaction of 30 fish. 30 pond fish. Like, they weren't like expensive fish, but there was 30 of them. So it was worth about 60 quid, I believe, and I sold them for like 120. I would have made like a £40 profit if it worked well. However, a previous transaction that I made, the buyer knew it was fraud and they got really angry at me and they were like, I want my money back. I'm not returning the fish. It's completely non-viable. You're scamming people. And they sent out a report to PayPal, and the PayPal report worked and they frozen lots of money in my PayPal account and I went into the negatives and I was really angry. But this was the worst thing. They contacted eBay. eBay found out. They contacted Royal Mail because I gave them the tracking information, you know, the buyer, because it's an expensive good to ship, you know, so they have a tracking number. They contacted Royal Mail and they told them to stop the delivery. And for 3 days, these fish just sat in a box. And the guy received the fish. Literally, he took a picture of the fish and they were all dead. Literally because I was lying, because I was such an idiot. This was like a year ago, by the way. I've learned, but I've not even sold anything on eBay for like a year, because after this, I was put off forever. He literally sent me an email saying, they're all dead. You are evil. And I lost like 100 quid at least. I didn't tell anyone about it. I literally was so shocked because I couldn't tell the person who I bought the fish off, because they literally were like, yeah, the shipment's been seized, but it's not our fault. It's because it was suspected fraud. Like, they can't do anything about it. 30 fish died just because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to get a part-time job, so I just decided to resell on eBay, flipping it. This is why I went vegetarian, just to balance this all out. Flipping it, gotta balance the equation out. Oh my god, this is so funny. I just can't even believe it. No one's gonna even believe me because it's such a ridiculous story. I don't even have that much evidence for it because my eBay account got closed. Oh my god. Anyway, so I lost the £60 because of that. I lost the money that I charged the buyer, like 100 and something pounds. I don't remember specifically. And then I had to pay compensation to Royal Mail. I didn't even know that existed. Royal Mail sent me an email saying, you owe us £5 in compensation because we had to hold your box. And literally, I thought to myself, all the fish died. Why did you hold it? Just put it in the bin for me. Do a favour. Don't charge me £5 bloody quid. This is such an insane story. Honestly, I don't know how you guys are going to anticipate it, but I learned a lot from this situation. Don't flipping resell things immorally. I'm never going to do it again. As I mentioned before, dropshipping isn't illegal, but lying about what the product actually is, it is illegal, especially when I knew that, you know, the buyers couldn't really send the product back. I kind of took advantage from that. I was exploiting them. Before people go, oh, Cameron, I can't believe this. You got away with this and made loads of money. I didn't. I broke even. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave me a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new today. Should have just worked at McDonald's, to be fair. Would have made more money. Wouldn't have killed so many fish. Actually, I would have, because they sell the fillet of fish burger. Haha. Hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye.